Lifting weights for women over 40 really is the elixir of youth, not least because it's going to change your metabolism for good. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you, if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50, get in amazing shape. And I'm so passionate about strength training for women over 40 being the elixir of youth. Now, it has so many health benefits. It actually prevents osteoporosis. It's going to address diseases like type 2 diabetes and insulin resistance. It's going to give you better heart health, and it's going to improve your mobility, stability and balance, which are absolutely crucial to getting older and having a better quality of life when you're older. But what the amazing thing about strength training is it's going to rev up your metabolism, because building muscle actually means your body's basal metabolic rate is going to improve. So you're going to be burning calories just when you're sitting around or you're going to sleep. Your body's going to be burning calories with that muscle on it, and our muscle's declining. When we hit over the age of 40, we're losing muscle at a rate of 1% per year, unless you're like me and you've done something about it. And I think I've increased my muscle mass over the last 5 years once I hit over the age of 50. So it is absolutely possible to strip a ton of fat just like I did, because your body's going to be burning calories. But I see so many women leaving comments and messages saying, I'm doing strength training, but it's not working. So I'm going to give you now the exact blueprint for lifting weights for fat loss when you're over 40. So these are my 5 golden rules for lifting weights. Rule number 1, you need to be getting progressive overload. And so what that means is you can't keep going into the gym or your home gym and doing 3 sets of 10 reps on the same weight every single time. You do need to progress, and you do need to be going heavy. And I can't tell you how heavy you should be going, exactly what weight you should be lifting, because everyone's completely different. Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses, their own experience. But what I will tell you is the last 1 to 3 reps should be feeling extremely tough, like you can't do anymore. And you might even get to failure, which means that you just can't lift another one again. You don't have to get to failure, but you want to get very close to failure. That's really important. So you can see by what I've said there, it's no use me telling you how heavy to go, because I just can't tell you what that is, but you'll know the feeling when you get the feeling. And some of the ways that you can achieve that is going heavier, slowing the movement down, putting an extra rep in even, or putting extra sets in, or shortening the rest time between the sets. They're all going to work by actually making it more difficult for you, and so you're going to achieve progressive overload on that muscle, which is absolutely vital to seeing success and burning calories, burning fat with your weightlifting. Golden rule number 2, you want to be doing compound lifts. You need to be doing key compound lifts. Those are the key lifts that are in your armory forever, and you don't really deviate from them. So you always want to be doing some sort of squats. Now, there are different types of squats, and depending on your foot positioning and whether you do it on a barbell, whether you do dumbbells, or whether you do it on a Smith machine, or even a hack squat machine in the gym, Your squat is going to be slightly different, but they're all basically the same movement pattern. So you want to be getting squats in some way. You also want to be getting some kind of deadlifting or hinging movement in. So it could be an RDL, it could be a regular deadlift, it could be a sumo deadlift, it could be a good morning. Any of those are hinging movements, and they are key compound lifts that are really important to have in your armory, in your routine. The next one, not everyone can do, but if you can, incorporate some sort of lunging movement. That's a single leg movement, either a forward lunge, a reverse lunge, a curtsy lunge even, and also step ups. They're kind of a single leg movement. Those type of movements are really good compound lifts that are great to keep in your strength training tools of armory. Now, as well as those lower body movements, you want to be getting in some kind of pull movement. So that could be a pull-up, it could be some kind of rowing movement, it could be like a lateral pull down. One of those key lifts that are pull movements needs to be in your strength training routine. The final one that needs to be in your strength training routine is some kind of push movement, whether that's a bench press, which can be done with a barbell, could be done with dumbbells, it could be push-ups, it could be overhead presses. They are all really amazing push movements. My number 3 golden rule of strength training for fat burning is don't continually switch up your routine. You need to get better at those key lifts that I've just described. I've been doing the same routine for almost 3 years now with the same key lifts, and I'm getting better and better at them and stronger and stronger. And if you keep continually changing it, that isn't going to help you build muscle, get stronger, and therefore burn fat. So you get better at them by actually going heavier, slowing the movement down, putting a pause in, putting extra reps in, cutting back on the rest time between sets. Those are all ways of actually getting better, as we've just talked about in the golden rule of progressive overload. It's like you want to get better and better at those key lifts, and if you're constantly switching them up, you're not going to improve on that. Now, some people will say, oh, that's not sexy, it sounds boring. Believe you me, it's not boring when you're mastering something like a pull-up, something like a bench press, something like a squat. It's really amazing to get better at it and stronger at those lifts. And if you want all of this stuff covered all in one place, what lifts to do, what nutrition plan you should be following, I have got this all covered in my free 7-day program, all inside my unique app for women over 40. And it's yours free for life. If you sign up for this, you'll never be charged. Your payment details will not be taken. You don't have to cancel. It's yours free for life. My number 4 golden rule is keep consistent. So it's about consistency over time. It's not necessary for everyone to train, say 5-6 days a week. So if you can train for 2 to 3 days a week, but you can commit to that, hopefully for the rest of your life, you are going to find far more success with that than trying to sign up for something and doing something 6 days a week and then doing it for 3 weeks and falling off. Think about setting yourself a realistic goal for how many times a week you can work out doing strength training, and then stick to it and stick to it for good, and that will yield you amazing results. Now, if you want more information on how to set up your training schedule, I've actually made a video all about that. I'm going to link it in the description, but it tells you a few different options for your training schedule, how many times a week to train, you know, how long you should train for, all that kind of thing. So I'll link that video below. My number 5 and final golden rule, and this is where many women don't succeed and they don't see results because of this. You've got to set up your nutrition right. You've got to be fueling your body correctly for strength training. And I made a massive mistake where I wasn't seeing success for 2.5 years, which was really frustrating because my nutrition was not on point. So what does that mean, getting your nutrition right? What that means is getting enough protein in. So it's a gram of protein per pound in your body weight. Or if you weigh over 170 pounds, shoot for your goal body weight. And it's not skipping on carbohydrates, because you need carbohydrates to fuel your body properly for strength training. You also need to eat, and I don't care whether it's 4 o'clock in the morning, you need to eat before strength training. That's really important. And I know loads of people leave comments saying I can't eat before strength training because I have to go to work early in the morning. And that was me. And to be honest, I just forced myself to do that. I forced myself to eat, or maybe it's like a protein shake with banana really early in the morning. And when I did that, I saw a noticeable difference in a matter of weeks. So never strength train on an empty stomach, and remember about all that I've said about nutrition. And again, that is covered in my free 7-day program, which you can download and start seeing results right away. It's actually got a meal plan included in it. So let me know in the comments section whether you are planning to take up strength training as a result of this, or you've learned some information maybe on how to improve your strength training. I would love to hear from you, and although I can't answer every single comment, I do read through them, believe you me. So please don't forget to leave a comment and share this information, which I know many of you do, with people you think will benefit from this information.